Peace and love. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Mama TEC.
King Gio.
And today we are doing a flexibility follow along yoga with Cassandra on YouTube. Enjoy.
It's for stress and anxiety. If you want to release tension from the body and just overall improve your flexibility and range of motion, it's going to be done at any time of the day and it's suitable for all experience levels. We are using one block, so have that within grabbing distance, and we're actually going to start off using it right away, beginning in supported bridge pose. So I'm going to do this with the block at its second level. You can either put it on its lowest first level or lifting it up on the second level here, which is what feels the best for me, but just check in with yourself. So just beginning with a very gentle inversion.
Yeah. Right where you
Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears. And close your eyes, taking these first few deep belly breaths. We're really going to try to open up through our hips, our hamstrings, our shoulders, while also keeping focus on stress relief, calming down our nervous system, giving ourselves permission to relax and to let go of any tension, whether it be physical or mental tension. If you had your block on the second level, like me, pivot it so that it's on the lowest one, and then reset your hips down. We're going to do knee to chest from here. So you can pull your right knee in towards your belly and straighten your left leg out. So just looking to stretch a little through the front of that left hip. You might feel it a little bit through the right inner thigh. Keep your head and shoulders grounded and relax on the mat. Just using a little bit of arm strength to pull that knee in, but primarily focusing on reaching out through your left heel. And we'll slowly switch sides. You can slide that left foot in, and we'll bring our left knee in towards our belly and extend your right leg out to the mat. If the hip flexors are feeling really tight, it's normal if your heel is hovering off of the ground. But if you are able to get your heel down on the mat, really think of reaching out, almost pushing into it. And one more deep belly breath in here. And slide that right leg in. We'll just extend both legs up towards the ceiling in this little waterfall pose. You can roll a little bit through your ankles, flexing and pointing through your toes, finding a full range of motion here. And bending into our knees, we'll bring the feet flat to the floor. Lift your hips so you can slide the block out of the way. And we'll place the block in between the upper inner thighs, setting ourselves up for a twist with the block. So you can open your arms out into a little cactus shape. Lift your hips and shift them over a little bit to the right. And then both knees with the block will drop over to the left. We're trying to keep that right shoulder down. 3 deep breaths here. Squeeze your inner thighs around the block in order to lift the knees back up and through to center. And we'll twist the other way so you can lift your hips, move them towards the left side of your mat a little more. And then the knees and thighs drop down to the right. And try to re-anchor that left shoulder on the mat. It will probably be lifted up a little bit, which is okay. But we just want to make sure we're not completely rolling over onto our right side. And you might notice that one side is a little bit stiffer than the other. Squeezing the block with your thighs, we'll lift the knees back up, and you can move your block off to the side. We won't be needing it right away. Holding onto the back of your thighs, we'll rock up. And finding tabletop pose, crossing at the ankles. Bringing our hands underneath our shoulders. Knees under the hips. And we'll just take some knee circles from here. So find a flat back, spread the fingertips nice and wide. And you're gonna trace some circles, bringing that knee up, all the way out, and all the way down. So it's really a hip circle, but think of tracing it with your knee, keeping the rest of your body still and stable, and reverse the direction of those circles. Getting a little bit more motion through that hip joint. And then we'll step our right foot to the outer edge of our right hand at the top of the mat. So both palms to the inside of the leg. If this feels challenging, you can come up onto your block, just closing the gap. Even if it doesn't feel challenging, this can be a really nice variation, allowing your hips to sink down, pressing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Keeping this deep lunge. Think of reaching the crown of your head up. And we'll push into our right heel so we can send our hips back into this wider variation of a half splits. And I'm going to bring my block on its highest level and kind of stretch it out so that I'm reaching in opposition. And a little bend in that right knee is perfectly fine. Just creating lots of space and length here. Bend back into that right knee, plant your palms to the floor, and we'll find our downward facing dog from here. So tucking the toes under and our right leg will meet the left. Paddle out the feet, paddle out the knees. Just move in any way that feels comfortable to you here. We'll walk our feet forward to the top of the mat for your ragdoll fold. So you can widen your feet as you walk them out, going towards the edges of the mat. You can bend your knees, grabbing a hold of the elbows, and maybe just swaying a little bit side to side here. Relax your head, relax your neck. And release your fingertips down to the mat. Bend your knees even more. We're going to roll all the way up to stand, inch by inch. Head and shoulders are the last to make their way up. We'll come from here into Eagle Pose, Garudasana. So a little bit of balancing work here. You're going to put your weight on your right leg, bend into your knees, and you're going to wrap your left thigh over your right, either once or looping also twice so that my toes are wrapping around. If this hurts your knees, let this go and only focus on the thighs. We'll bring our left arm under the right, binding once or binding twice. Keep pressing your shoulders down, lift your elbows up, and move your hands away from your face. So both knees are bent here. Draw the lower belly in, hugging everything into the midline. One more deep belly breath. And unwrap everything. Reach and stretch your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold down, bend your knees as you do this. And walk it back, downward facing dog. Stretching it out in your downward dog. And we'll bring our knees down to the floor. Back into our tabletop, ready to repeat the sequence on the other side. So I'm just walking my hands back a little bit here. Flat back, finding those circles through the left. My hip always cracks when I do it just on this side. And you can reverse the direction of those circles, really trying to get a full range of motion. And we'll step the foot forward to the top of the mat, to the outside of your left hand. And I'm going to do the same variation using my block. So my knee is over my ankle, toes pointing forward. And I'm pressing shoulders away from the ears, reaching the crown of the head up. And just letting gravity pull my hips down a little bit lower. Making this a bit more of a passive pose, trying to relax a little bit more. Transitioning into our half splits, you can push into your left heel as you send your hips back. And I'm going to lift my block up a little higher and start to crawl it out, reaching in opposition here. And I am recovering from a little hamstring strain, so I'm going to keep a little bit of a bend in my left knee, not going too deep here. And we make our way into downward dog, so bending into that front knee, pulling up the palms, tuck the back toes under, and send that left leg back. Making some space. Reaching your chest towards your thighs. And now walk your feet to the top of the mat. Ragdoll fold, so you can widen your feet here. Bending into your knees, same thing, hold onto the elbows. Sway a little side to side. And let's take a cleansing breath while we're in this forward fold. So we'll inhale through the nose, a big sigh of release out the mouth. Releasing fingertips down to the mat, bend your knees even more, push into your heels, and lift all the way up. Setting ourselves up for eagle pose on the second side. Bending into both knees, we're leaning on our left leg this time, wrapping the right thigh on top, maybe looping the toes back, only if that's appropriate for your knees. Keep knees pointing forward with the hips, and this time right arm wraps under the left. Pressing the forearms together, almost imagining you can look past your forearms, finding a point of focus on something that is not moving to help you with your balance. Lengthening tailbone down.
I learned that in middle school.
And release, expand through the arms, all the way up. Exhale, fold down. Downward facing dog. And from this down dog, we'll come forward into plank just so we can lower down to our stomach. Move this out of the way. Just finding a little sphinx pose here, sliding the forearms So we can prop ourselves up onto our elbows, lifting up through the chest. Press your shoulders down and away from your ears. And release. Press yourself back so that you can sit your hips onto your heels, and we'll bring our block with us here. And you can grab your block, place it behind you on your left hand or under your left hand at its highest level. This is almost like a little camel pose. You're gonna reach your right arm, circling it up and over, pressing and lifting the hips up. One more big breath in here. And let's circle and lower back down, switching sides. I'm gonna place the block underneath my right hand. I'm gonna reach the left arm up and back, pressing and lifting the hips up. And releasing back down. Grab a hold of your heels just for a little rabbit counter pose stretch. You can bring your forehead and then roll kind of like just before the crown of your head, keeping a hold of the heels so that you're stretching along the spine.
You're gonna roll on top of your head.
And releasing back down. I'm gonna sit on the block. We're gonna come into just do a breathing exercise together. We'll do box breath. This is a great way to, it's said to calm the mental fluctuations of the mind. So if you're feeling scattered, erratic, or just a little bit stressed, this is a super simple breathing technique that can help to focus you and ground you. Box breathing means we're going to, you almost want to visualize your breath tracing a box. So we're going to inhale for a count of either 4 or 5. Hold the breath in for that same count of 4 or 5. Exhale for 4 or 5 and hold the breath out for a count of 4 or 5. So 4 or 5 is the guideline. If that's too much, too little, adjust however you like. I'm going to count to 5 in my head and out loud with you guys. I'll do the first round with you, and the rest will be done silently, and we'll do it 8 times all together. So sit in any way that works for you. I'm just going to stay on my block here, rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears. And just breathe normally for a few moments, closing your eyes. We'll exhale fully, and we begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, keep going, in and out through the nose, hold, exhale, and hold. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Continuing on your own. Three more rounds. Last cycle. And when you finish, just come back to a natural breath rhythm. We'll take about 10 more breaths here, keeping the eyes closed, feeling the effects of the poses and the breath work. And gently opening the eyes. We'll lower ourselves down. Keep your block with you, similar to what we did at the beginning of class. Instead of doing supported bridge, we'll do like a supported reclined butterfly. So we'll place the block on its lowest height underneath our seat. And then slowly the feet will come together, knees fall apart. And you can choose where you'd like to have your arms, either hands resting on your belly, arms can be by your sides, or even reaching up overhead to get a little bit deeper through the upper body. And breathing in and out through your nose and feeling that breath go all the way down to your low belly and low back. Relaxing through your hips so the knees can naturally open up a little bit more with the pull of gravity. And if you had your arms up overhead, you can slide them back down. We'll bring our knees up, and you can move your block off to the side. We won't be needing it anymore. Just 2 more stretches on each side before we come into Shavasana. So finding half happy baby pose. Pull your right knee in towards you and widen it towards your shoulder and armpit. You can grab a hold of your big toe with your 2-piece fingers and stack, aligning your ankle over your knee. I'm going to let my left thigh kind of flop over to provide a counterweight, and I'm going to use my elbow to push my knee open a little bit more. We want to make sure we're not rolling on one side more than the other, so keep pushing into that left glute and left shoulder. From here into reclined pigeon pose, you can guide your right ankle over the top of your left knee. In this figure 4 shape, we'll reach through with our hands, pulling that left thigh in towards us. Keep head and shoulders completely relaxed on the mat, just a little bit of arm strength. One last little squeeze, and let's release. Half happy baby, the other side. So pull that left knee in, widen it a little bit towards your shoulder. Grab a hold of the big toes as you align the ankle over your knee, and let that right knee kind of flop over to the side. Try to relax your facial muscles, your jaw, your neck. Into reclined pigeon pose, our left ankle crosses over the top of the right knee. Press that left thigh away from you and then pull right thigh knee in towards your chest. One last little squeeze, and we'll ease our way into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Take up space with your arms and your legs, close your eyes. This is your full body relaxation. Let yourself get heavy. And I know it can be tempting sometimes to skip these Shavasanas, and I really hope that you don't. This really is your opportunity to integrate the work that you've done. We want to eventually learn to appreciate this invitation for silence and stillness. Really treasuring this time of relaxation. So we'll be here a few minutes, and I'll let you know when it's time to come out, and we'll close our class together. Deepen your breath. Move a little bit so we can make ourselves back up. Stretch your arms up overhead, lengthening fingers and toes away from one another. And we'll roll to one side. Come on up, taking a seat. Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears. Close your eyes. And we'll bring our hands together at the front of the heart. Chanting Om one time together. Inhale to chant, breathe in. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this flexibility and stress relief flow. I hope you feel really...
Thank you for joining us today. How do you feel?
I feel good.
I feel good too. One day at a time, one layer at a time, enjoying the journey together. I appreciate you. So if you like this, if this resonated with you, like, comment, and subscribe, and send it to somebody else who will also enjoy this inspiration. As we journey towards our flexibility, let us be an inspiration to you. 365 days, today is day 18. Oh yeah. Peace and love.